kind of a non-standard parking position. It's going faster than I'm comfortable with, but I'm going to let it just do its thing. It will have a complication at this gate up here. It wants to make a left turn, but it will see that there's something there that it can't drive through, so it stops and gets confused. The occupancy network is seeing it just as a blob of stuff that is solid, doesn't know what it is, so it doesn't put up an icon to represent it. It just knows it can't drive through it. Once the gate moves out of the way, it says, okay, that path is now clear, I can drive. Hopefully there'll be a car coming over here that it has to negotiate with. It does a super good job of doing that now. Being a few days after Christmas, I don't think there'll be too much traffic. I am also, for navigation, going to tell it, as new updates move things around, to avoid tolls. So it keeps us on the surface road, so that I don't have to, oops, sorry. It just told me to pay attention to the road. Thank you. So the route should now go, yep, that's where I want to go. Back roads. I think it gives you about 15 seconds of looking away before it starts yelling at you. Hoping for a no intervention drive. It is about a 30-minute drive, 13 miles. Getting me to my appointment about 6 or 7 minutes before it's scheduled. Thank that God for waiting. Got something down here that's rattling. I keep forgetting to go dig it out or figure out what it is. The car's so quiet that it's annoying. That was a little unneeded deceleration, a couple miles. Coming into the school zone there, confused it a little bit. That's one of the things that they really need to still iron out, is referred to as phantom braking, where it thinks it sees something and brakes. Sometimes shadows will do it. Sometimes it'll react to something it sees on the side of the road. Moving over to position me for a right-hand turn coming up. Oh wow, that's new. The indications of what you can do in each lane. These two are normal, but that possibility of a U-turn is new. Waiting to clear. Oh, traffic is coming now from over there. Let me expand that. Still waiting for those cars. The blue cars are the ones that it's focusing on, like I have to avoid that. It turned at just the right time. Sees that person that's like way over there walking. Knows all of the rules of the road, but it doesn't understand tribal knowledge For example, at this intersection, a lot of cars are turning right. So it shouldn't be in this lane. I try not to be in this lane, I should say. Folks that live here, if they're not turning, sit in the left lane. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody got arrested over there. Or the police are helping. So to say. Going to try not to interject, my preferences as a drive. I would move over to the left lane already to get ready. Oh, okay. So about the time when I think, okay, we should move over, the car did. It's gotten real particular, or actually weird about turn signals. It signals right to say I'm not going to go into that turn lane, which people don't really do. Busy intersection here. People, it's always extra cautious when there's people around. Looks like they're walking straight. This light will first be yellow, so it has to wait for the cars coming in the other direction before it turns. See if it does that right. This is an image of what's in the left, they call it repeater camera, that's pointing backwards. So we have a yellow, and it is moving up. This is something I wouldn't do. Move it this far to the intersection before it's clear. It's not really fair to the people across. There's a lot of cars. Oh, thought it had a gap. Wow. Okay. Went for a gap. That was pretty aggressive. I probably wouldn't have shot for that gap, but it did. That's really good. It judged the speed and realized it didn't have to slow down to not hit that car, so it just kept going. Earlier versions used to slam on the brakes. In that situation, the light's yellow and it is stopping. Not going to run this light. Its judgment of yellow light timing has gotten super good. I don't even worry about that anymore. There's a person on the bike there. It's kind of confused about which direction the bike is pointing. I think she's actually going to go straight. So the car may hesitate when the light changes. We'll see how it reacts to that. It attaches a direction and speed vector to objects like that. She's considered a VRU, vulnerable road user, so it's extra careful around VRUs. We have two Teslas coming up here on the line. That is a newer Model 3 because it has black factory chrome delete. Oh, car generally detects the light change before I do. It's pretty instantaneous, like the millisecond the light changes, the car goes. focusing on, yep, that truck up there, sees it. Did decide to slow down a little bit there. Its judgment of when to slow down and the amount of deceleration has gotten super good. Very comfortable. In this area now, you can't throw a rock without hitting another Tesla. The Christmas update brought me Apple Music, which I'm really happy about. We now have TuneIn, Spotify, Tidal, and Apple Music as music sources. Telling me I didn't start off with a full battery, I don't think. It's telling me my battery's going to be at 71%. So I usually charge to 80 and say it will be at 71% when we get there. I'm pretty sure I wasn't at 80 when we started. This is a little bit of a tricky setup here. It navigates it perfectly. Person on the scooter over there. It's detected the speed limit as 40. That's a little bit slow for how people actually drive on this road, so we're going to manually bump it up a little bit. I have it set to always drive 5% faster than the marked speed limit. And we're coming up on 45 here. So it should go to 47 by itself. Yep, there we go. Just changed to 47. It only changes speed after it passes the speed limit sign, which humans don't do. I wish it would do it as soon as it saw it. Feel good about speeding up when the speed limit changes, but it takes its time to slow down, which could be an issue. I haven't gotten the ticket yet, but I can't wait to explain to the cops that it's the code in my car, sorry. Almost halfway there, and it's still no intervention, no disengagement. It'll get a little bit busier and trickier as we get closer to Round Rock. Good move into the turn lane there. Oh, it's got a right-hand arrow, so it doesn't have to negotiate with the traffic. Coming onto a 65-mile-an-hour road, so it adjusted its speed up to 68. It's preemptively moving over to make a left-hand turn. 0.6 miles away. It's a community that didn't exist not that long ago. Probably wouldn't have approached this as fast as it's going, but it's going down pretty smoothly. Yeah, that was good. Those are busy intersection. But it's perceiving, every car that's around. I should say labeling properly. Right on the threshold for when it wants to signal. Easy for it here. Oop, that was a little bit wonky. Decided to wide swing out there, make that turn at the last minute. It's got 1.4 miles. Didn't go outside of its lane there, but it acted a little bit squirrely. So many people on FSD Beta now that they've taken away the report button. There used to be a button, if it did something wonky, push the button, then it would record that incident. That's now only in the first 1,000 beta testers. There's a couple 100,000 now in the beta program. Half mile. I think it should already get over it, but I'm going to let it. Okay, it's decided now it's going to do this. Negotiate with a human student driver, and it's going to do it. I've got to be careful. My car is driving itself. Sticker on the back of mine. I'm now in front of a student driver. So who is going to drive better here, the teenager or FSD Beta? Look, it might just be the water bottle that's rattled. It We'll do right turns on red if that circumstance happens. Taking this right turn perfectly. Appropriate speed. Better than the student driver back there. Going across I-35, so it'll get interesting there. I don't think this is one of those inverted crossover intersections. If we were crossing over on the next major road, that would be. They really confuse me, but the car seems to understand them. Driving on the other side of the road like they force you to there feels incredibly uncomfortable for me. As you, based on 45 years of driving. Actually, yeah. Back in the day, we used to ride our bikes on this road, with a sleepy country road without a shoulder, and that was okay back then. Now, I would not ride my bike on this road. That's another unnecessary turn signal. The planner is saying I'm going to go this way, but it's telling people, oh, I'm not making a left-hand turn, so it should turn on the turn signal. I think that high school used to be here either. Blue flashing there was telling me that I'm not putting enough pressure on the steering wheel. The car knows I'm holding it. That car that was pulling out back there made it a little bit concerned. I hit the brakes a couple times, not too hard, just slowing down a bit. And this is again my driving style, knowing I have to make a right turn in 2 miles on a road that's not very heavily traveled. I would just sit in the right lane. Wow. We're going to cross over I-35. It looks like it's a parking lot. We didn't expect that the holiday week. I avoid I-35 like the plague. I guess considering what's going on, we should use that expression. I'm going to jinx it, but this is looking like a no intervention drive. I'm going to turn here and blink. Did kind of slow down a little bit when that car pulled out to make sure it was going to stay in its lane. Now 0.6 miles away. Again, I'm going to try not to tell it to turn until it's ready. That was another. Whoop, this guy's last minute. Whoa! Holy shit! The car actually handled that, but that guy, that was human error. That guy cut right in front of the car. Wow. Oh, let me save that video. Oh, I did disengage. I don't think that should count as a disengagement because I overreacted. The car did handle that. But that person should not have turned when they did. I probably have their license plate in the record. I just told the dash cam function to save that moment in time. So I'll have a recording of that person doing that. PSA, if you're going to do something stupid, don't do it near a Tesla. And aside from that car cutting in front of us, this was a zero intervention. I won't really blame the car on that because that was me overreacting and putting too much pressure on the steering wheel. I maybe even tapped the brakes. The car was slowing down on its own, or braking pretty hard on its own. These situations always bother me because did that fine. Parking lot code is not quite baked yet, slowing down for a speed bump. And inappropriately moved over to the left there. I didn't stop it because there's nobody around. I normally drive myself in parking lots, but since I'm recording, I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing. It's slowing down for the speed bump. Hoping that there'll be some interaction with pedestrians here. Oh, let's see. I'm about to turn, I'm turning now, turn signal. Oh, good slow down for the speed bump. Pretty tight in here, so watching curbs and cars and such. It's waiting for that guy. Oh, actually, this is a good place to park. We're actually, it says we're now at our destination.